Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, where we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Hey, my name's Brian. This is Chords on the Couch, and today's song is Piano Man by Billy Joel. I'm playing the song with the capo on the 3rd fret. That's just to accommodate my voice. If you want to play along to the recording, all you have to do is take the capo off and play the exact same chords I'm going to teach today. Let's talk about the strumming. So the song is a waltz, so it's in 3/4 time, and that's going to be something like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you've got a couple of options for strumming. If you want to keep things really simple, just do all down strums on every beat. So you would do something like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. If you're up for something a little bit more complicated, but that does have a lot of energy and kind of fills in the spaces, you can do 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and. So that would sound something like this. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, and 3, and. The song does have a lot of chords and a lot of different parts, but I'm going to break it down for you today in a way that makes it as accessible as possible. Speaking on the chords, there is one fundamental chord progression. It's broken up into 2 different parts, and if we can tackle that, then we have pretty much got the entire song. There is a little bit of an instrumental part to learn, and there are some endings to some of the verses and an ending to the chorus that we have to look at and we have to remember. If you can get that fundamental chord progression down, then you are well on your way to learning this song. So let's look at that together, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you all the chords to both parts of it. And what I want you to do is make sure you take the time to pause the video, learn each chord, put them all together, practice that, and memorize it. That is really important, and there's really no way around it. There's no other way to learn the song. You just have to do that. I know you can. So let's look at the fundamental chord progression. This is going to be part 1. The first chord is a C chord. So thankfully, we are in familiar territory. The next chord is sort of an in-between chord, and it's implying a G. So I'm going to call it the in-between G. We're going to be 2nd fret of the A string, open D, open G, 1st fret on the B, and then an open E. Our next chord is going to be a funky F chord. Now, this is often taught as an A minor, but that is incorrect. This chord is an F. That's what Billy plays in the song, so that's what we're going to do. Let's look at the notes to it. Open A, 3rd fret D, open G, 1st fret B, open E. The next chord is going to be a C chord, but instead of having your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, you're going to put it on the 3rd fret of the low E. Next chord is going to be a more standard F. Maybe you've seen this one before. We are 3rd fret of the A string, 3rd fret of the D, 2nd fret G, 1st fret B, open E. Now, if you've got the dexterity, you can grab the 1st fret with your thumb. Our next chord is going to be a C chord again, but this time just add in an open low E. Almost there, 2 more to go. Next chord is a D/F sharp. If you haven't seen this before, I actually did an entire lesson on it, and I'll link that above me somewhere. But even if you haven't seen it, let's just look at the notes that you have to grab. So 2nd fret of the low E. A string is optional, open or mute it. I mute it. Let's go ahead and do an open D. 2nd fret G. 3rd fret B. And the high E is optional. You can have it or mute it. It's up to you. Really cool chord. And then that's going to move into a G chord. And hopefully that's familiar. You can do a G5 here, by the way. That's another option. So let's look at all those chords together. Again, what I would recommend before we do this together is go back, learn those chords, memorize their order, and then we're going to go ahead and try to like add in the strumming. Okay. So here it is with the strumming, and I'll do it super slow. So 1, 2, 3, C, in between G, funky F, C with a different bass note, F, C with low E in the bass, D/F sharp, G. That's your first monster to tackle. All right, that is fundamental chord progression, part 1. Here's the good news though. If you learn that, part 2 is pretty much the exact same thing. So let's look at part 2 now. All right, everything's the same. We got C, in between G, funky F, C with that different 3rd fret note, F. Now right here is where it's going to differ. I'm going to have you do this chord. All right, let's look at the notes first. My ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the low E. And then I've actually got the rest of the notes of a regular F chord. So I go to the D string, 3rd fret. I've got a 2nd fret note on the G, 1st fret on the B. And the open E here is optional. All right, that is an F/G chord, or we can just consider it a G chord. I'm just going to simplify today and just call that a G chord because that's really more of what it's implying. So that's going to be your first big deviation from part 1. And then what we're going to do is we're going to end with a C chord. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. So you just kind of hang on a C for 2, 3 counts. Let's look at part 2 again together. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, in between G, funky F, C with a different 3rd fret note, F, and then we're going to move our ring finger up to the 3rd fret, and then finish on C, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. All right, 2, 3 counts there. Now that is both parts of our fundamental chord progression. You can see they're quite similar. They just really end differently. And knowing that and thinking about that is going to help you learn it quicker. Let's do both parts together. So let's start 1, 2, 3 on C, in between G, funky F, C with the 3rd fret note different, F, C with a low E, D/F sharp, G, part 2, C, in between G, funky F, C with a 3rd fret note different, F, ring finger up, G, end on C. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. If you've gotten that far, you've done phenomenally well. And if you haven't got that far, if it's still tricky, like I said, take the time to learn the chords, practice them together, and memorize. Now let's look at some of these endings. So one of the endings I'm going to call, let's call them breaks first of all. And I'm going to call this first one verse break long, all right? Because this is one of the longer breaks. And it's going to go something like this. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. It's part one. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So after I sang the verse, you heard that I took an instrumental break. And here's what that break looks like. It's fundamental progression, part 2. C, in between G, funky F, C, F. Move your ring finger up. And then when we go to the C, we're going to do C, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Then we're going to put our pinky down on the 3rd fret of the D string. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's called suspending the chord. All right. But don't worry about the theory. You're just going to do a C chord for 2 counts of 3 and the suspension for 2 counts of 3. And that's going to give you that long ending. So verse break long looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. To suspend 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. And then we just go right back to our fundamental chord progression. If you've got the lyrics in front of you, there are 2 spots where you do this verse break long. It's after the first verse and also after the verse that goes, now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife. He's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. That's where you're going to do your verse break long as well. Now, there is a verse break short, and that is done in 2 places as well. Here's the first place, okay? And we'll take a look at what this sounds like. Now, John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free. That's part 1. And he's quick with a joke or to light up your smoke. But there's some place he'd rather be. So verse break short is going to be 2 counts of C. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. And then you do your suspension again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. That's really all there is to verse break short is what I call it. And the second place that occurs is it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile because he knows that it's me they've been coming to see to forget about life for a while. Right there, you're going to sneak in your C to C suspended. So those are your 2 breaks, and that's where you put them in the song. Now, let's talk about the chorus, because the chorus has its own break, and it's going to be the most elaborate one. So let's take a look at it. So sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Might look complicated, but actually it's mostly made up of our fundamental chord progression. So after you say, and you've got us feeling alright, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, you do your 2, 3 counts of C as we've been ending, the fundamental chord progression. And then you're going to launch into fundamental chord progression part 2. C, 2, 3. In between G, F, C with a different bass note, F. Move your ring finger up. Now when you get here, this is where the chorus gets its own kind of flair. It's all based off a C chord. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. You're going to suspend it, 2, 2, 3. Then you're going to let go with your pinky. So you've got an open D going there. All right. And then we're going to end it with a little bit of play on the D string. 3, 2, open 2. 3, 2, open 2. All right. So this is happening kind of within your strumming. So it's going to sound like this. C, 2, 3. Suspend, open, little play. C, suspend, open. All right, that's a really cool line, and that's how the chorus finishes. Now, what's great is that all of that learning helps us play the intro. The intro is going to do the full fundamental chord progression, both parts, and it's going to end with the chorus break, the one that we just learned. So listen to the intro. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Here's part 1 of fundamental. Here comes part 2. We got C, suspend, open, and then that little playful line. Suspend, open, playful line. And we're into the verse. We have pretty much got the entire song. There's just one more part, and that's that instrumental break. So that break is going to start on an A minor chord. Your next chord is going to be that C that has a different 3rd fret note. Next chord is going to be a D/F sharp, but it's just a little bit of a different version of it. You're hanging on to the 1st fret here. So let's look at those notes in case you haven't seen this. 2nd fret E string. You can have this A string open or muted. It's up to you. Open D. 2nd fret G, 1st fret B, and then this open E string is up to you. I like to strum it. And then we've got an F. Grab it with your thumb if you want. So let's see how those chords play together. So A, 2, 3, C, different bass note, D, F sharp, F, A, C, D. Now to end this little instrumental part, you're going to go to a G. I'm going to give you an option here. Now, if you want to keep this G, if you want to keep things simple, you could do 1, 2, and 3, and 2, 2, and 3, 3, 2, and 3, 4, 2, 3. So I just played 3 beats 4 times, and you can just hang on a G there. If you want to add a little bit of musicality and drama to the song, do your G like this. All right, so what I'm doing is 3rd fret, low E, I'm muting the A string, I've got an open D, an open G, and I've got my pinky on the 3rd fret, and the high E is optional. Now, why am I doing this? Because I want to leave my ring finger available for a really special little melodic line. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That little line is really great for bringing us back to a C chord and into the chorus. So I'm doing my instrumental chord progression. I've got my A minor, C, D, F sharp, F, A minor, C, hold the D, F sharp, and then my G. Da, da, da. It's really going to add something to the song, and it's going to pull that chorus in. So I wanted to show you that part. Okay, so that is the whole song. If you stuck with this lesson, you want to learn guitar. You will get better at guitar. If you had the patience and determination, I'm quite proud of you. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to perform this whole thing just so you can see how all the parts fit together. And while I play, what you should be doing as a learner is kind of thinking, okay, right now he's playing fundamental progression part 1. Okay, there's part 2, and I know that the verse break long ending is hitting now. You know, that kind of thing, that active viewership is really going to help you learn the song, and then that'll translate to when you're playing it. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes. Da 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 da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Yeah, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke or to light up a smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, Bill, I believe this is killing me, and a smile ran away from his face. Well, I'm sure I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place. Da 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 da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yeah, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. It's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and the manager gives me a smile, 'cause he knows that it's me they've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit in the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Da 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 da. Well, sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you got us feeling alright. I know that was a long one, but what a beautiful song, and it's a real pleasure to play it. It's a true crowd pleaser, and I know it's going to help you become a way better guitar player and musician. So stick with it. Good luck. Let me know how you did with it in the comments. If you enjoyed the lesson, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you in the next one.